Hey fellow birdies, and welcome back to
another edition of SongByrd's Eating Show.
In today's video, we're going to be reviewing Stranger Things pizzas. Once again, I think these are new flavors. I don't know, but it's in celebration of the last season of Stranger Things out now. We have the Palace Arcade Pepperoni Pizza.
The Hawkins Lab Combination Pizza.
And last but not least, the Hawkins High Cheese Pizza. So let's go and try them out. The first one we're going to try is this Hawkins Lab Combination Pizza. So it's Italian sausage, pepperoni, mozzarella marinara, and a hot chili pepper. So maybe it'll be a little bit spicy. And this is what it looks like. This is it right here. You guys can see.
Yeah, that looks
really
pretty
good crust on the bottom of it and stuff. And I get a little bit of a spice to it. Just a little bit. Not overwhelmingly though. That's actually a nice combination of flavors, and the more I'm chewing, the more spice is getting on my tongue. Ooh.
And plenty of meat.
It's definitely got a lot of sauce on it too. This is actually a pretty darn good pizza.
And these got quite a number of different flavors mixed together, and they work well together.
I would have never really thought of a combination like this. Pretty sure of Italian sausage pizzas and stuff like that, but never really had one with a hot chili pepper on it. So this is kind of a new experience.
It's like a sausage pizza with like several additional seasonings, and they all work well together. Pizza itself is nice and soft. The crust, there's plenty of sauce, which is a big thing for me with pizza.
Yeah, this is just like a regular hand-tossed style crust. It's not like a stuffed crust or anything, but it's the kind of crust I like going to sometimes, although I do prefer thin crust pizzas, but I like a hand-tossed crust pizza. Also, there's plenty of sauce, and the crust is nice and soft and poundable. Sorry. What do we got on there? Even though I don't like spice, I'm liking this pizza.
I'm definitely liking it. I'm trying to decide if it crosses the line. I'm gonna give this one the benefit of the doubt. 9. Really good pizza.
Probably gonna give more like an 8.5. Dock it just a little bit for the spice, but I mean, like I said, I like it just as it is, and I actually do like the spice on it, but if it didn't have the spice, I'd probably give it a 9 too. But the next one we're gonna try is the Palace Arcade Pepperoni Pizza. So this is sliced pepperoni, mozzarella, and marinara on a hand-tossed crust. It just sounds like your standard pepperoni pizza. But will this one make the game? Let's find out.
What are the facts marinara makes it different?
I know you're not the biggest fan of pepperoni pizzas, so this might be a little bit of a downgrade for you. But honestly, to me, I think it's kind of average. Like, it's not anything special. I do like the sauce and stuff. Maybe it could just use a little bit more, honestly, for this one, in my opinion. But it's nice. Flavors are good. The crust is, once again, nice and soft. I think I've definitely had better pepperoni pizzas. Like, say, Marco's Pizza, for example. They make real good pizzas. That's my favorite pizza place. This isn't quite up to standards with that.
I think the sauce really combines well with it. The pepperoni is pepperoni. It's nothing special. For those who like pepperoni, it's be great. Those who are like me, who are kind of like, pepperoni's okay. It's going to be okay. But I like the sauce, I like the cheese, and the crust continues to not disappoint.
Yeah, like I said, this is just kind of average. I have a feeling this had a stuffed crust on it. Instead of stuffed crust on it, this will be a lot better. This needs more cheese. She
knows me too well there too. Like, for me, like, probably give an avocado pizza or olive pizza stuffed crust, I'd call it at least a 7.5.
I know you don't like olives though.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do. So this is just probably gonna get like a 7 for me. Like I said, it's a good pizza, but it's just kind of a bit boring and needs a little bit more to it. Otherwise, I think it's just fine.
For me, it's 7.5. I'd say it's, quite good, just not like, great. Probably could use like a little bit more spice. Although with pizzas, I really feel like we should be a bit more generous on that front because there's always the crushed red pepper option that like every restaurant.
The last one we're gonna try is just this plain old Hawkins High cheese pizza, mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, and Romano cheeses marinara. So it's got a bunch of cheese on it. Here we go.
I'm not sure if it's more cheese by a long shot, but it looks like there's more variety of cheese.
This is probably actually gonna be my favorite one out of the whole bunch. Just didn't like the spice of the other one, but it was okay. It was good, This is just cheese. That's one of my favorite pizzas, cheese. Same goes for him.
So that's who he gets it from.
He gets it from Mom. Once again, the crust is nice and soft. I definitely think it has plenty of cheese on it. Well, maybe it could use a little bit more, but there's way plenty of sauce. Kind of making a bit of a mess. Oh man, but I like that though. I like pizza with a lot of sauce, but just might be a little bit too much for this one in my opinion. But it's a good pizza.
I'm protecting myself from she who claims that there is such thing as enough sauce. Back, foul demon. There is no such thing as enough sauce. There is no such thing as enough cheese. I do think it could use a bit more cheese. I didn't get enough flavor difference from the cheeses, frankly. You just kind of like, I taste the cheese. It's good. Let's say maybe a smidge above the pepperoni because it's just a good quality. You know, the pepperoni to worry about. I like the cheese. There's a bit more of it. Not as good as the first one. I'm gonna give this an 8 because it's a good pizza.
I'm gonna give this one probably, I want to say an 8 too. Honestly, after agreeing on all that, like I said, I do like cheese pizza more than the hot chili one because it doesn't have the spicy flavor to it. But I just feel like a lot of the flavors and stuff were lacking in it. It's just kind of like, once again, another average cheese pizza, but it's a good one. Plenty of sauce on it, a good crust, so I would recommend that if you like cheese pizza. So overall, I think my favorite to least favorite is probably the cheese one, followed by the hatch chili one, and the last one's pepperoni. I'm kind of surprised the pepperoni one disappointed me.
For me, I'm staying in the labs for this one. The hatch chili, whatever she calls it. Yeah, that's the number one.
Spicy kind of guy.
I mean, I actually could have used more spice, but for that I've got crushed red pepper, you know? Then the cheese, and then the pepperoni at the bottom. Not that any of these are bad, just that it's the appropriate order for them.
Anyway guys, that's all the time we have for today's review of these new Stranger Things pizzas. If you have them at your Walmart, please check them out, try them out, and let us know what you think in the comments below. In the meantime though, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and
hit that bell to receive notifications.
And we will see you guys in the next food review.
Yep.
This is Crystal.
And Charles.
Signing off. We love you. Bye,
Bye, birdies.
birdies.